So let's get into something. Okay. Ooh, wow. Here we are. All right. So I started off wrong. Welcome to Stay Free with G Frank. So what you'll notice as the content will start building up on the page here, it'll be either car videos or my standard setup inside my home. I got a cute little corner that I like to record in, but it's going to be a balance of the two. So let me get my hands out my face and let me just talk to y'all right quick, okay? I'm doing laundry this fine Saturday morning, okay? Whenever this gets loaded, it should be before Sunday. Pray with me, okay? What you'll start seeing is it'll be 2 videos a week. It'll be a nice little 10-minute and maybe 1 30-minute. And so that'll be the platform or the content delivery method initially, and then we'll see. Let the Lord and the Holy Spirit do the rest. I just got to do the manual labor. You understand? Again, this is not going to be no, excuse me. I know how to speak proper English. Pardon me. This isn't going to be fully edited. This is not going to have 1,001 filters unless I'm just looking real raggedy the day I post. Okay, so you might get a filter on those days, but typically it's just going to be the content. Boom. We're not going to have a cute little intro. I thought about all that stuff. That's nice. That's great. One day I don't have the time, but I want to be obedient. So here we are. All right, Stay Free with G Frank. Welcome. yeah. Woo, woo. Let's stay free. Okay, let's do this. All right. And so today's content, vulnerability. Focus point, if you will, vulnerability. I came to a beautiful revelation of myself. Either I'm extremely vulnerable or not vulnerable at all. And so I've been working on a balance of just being vulnerable enough, but not even vulnerable enough, but being vulnerable so that the experience of me is amazing, but also not overwhelming or overpowering. I'm amazing. Let's talk about it. But there are emotional things that we're unpacking that between me, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and Seju, we got work to do. Okay. And we're out here doing the work. Let's talk about it, baby. But I came to something, real raggedy, but a great revelation nonetheless today as I'm doing my laundry here. Y'all, I hate being vulnerable. I absolutely hate it because it feels like I'm giving people access to me and they can manipulate that. Okay. It's feeling like I've given you this type of access to me and I don't know what you're going to do with it. The Lord said, G Money, because I've been reading the 4 agreements. He said, G, what people do with their access to you is up to them. My prayer is always to be a good steward and add value to anybody's life that I come in contact with. If that wasn't their experience of me, I pray that God will give me grace to encounter them differently so that that is their experience of me. But if it's not, again, that's the prayer. If it's not, but what I do get to steward, if you will, is people's experience of me. I want to add value. I want to steward you well. But I don't control their experiences of my experience of them, right? So right, if I'm vulnerable, I risk it all. I put all of it out there, and whatever they do with it, if they don't want to add value, if they don't want to steward me well, that's up to them. All right, I messed it up. Let me clarify. If they don't add value back to me, if they fumble me, that's their loss, not mine. This is the part where being vulnerable is hard. If I risk it all and I'm invulnerable in every circumstance, or the circumstances where discernment enough has said, take a chance, be vulnerable, G. Because discernment, I have a discernment. Sometimes I just operate off of my wants, unfortunately, but we're going to stay free. Sometimes we operate off of what we want, okay? But in general, if I just operate in vulnerability, if I say, hey, I'm going to be vulnerable, I'm going to be open, I'm going to be transparent, these are my goals, but this is who I am, this is what I'm growing through. I am fond of this, I'm not fond of that. I enjoy this, I don't enjoy that. I'm an open book. This is where I'm at in life. These are my experiences. These are the things I want to soon experience. If I'm completely open and vulnerable, I take a risk. I take that chance. And I'm okay. What if I'm okay? What if the people don't hurt me? What if my experience of them is value added in stewardship? But what happens if I'm not vulnerable? If I don't share these experiences, if I don't share the fullness of who Janelle really is, if I don't do that, I risk not being authentic. I risk not allowing people access to the parts of me that they probably need access to rather than want access to. Understand me? That's a whole nother conversation. All right. And number 3, I end up hurting myself because I haven't experienced full authenticity. And I've hidden myself from experience that could have been beautiful, that could have been value added, that it could have been stewarded well. So I tell you today, the focus is not necessarily being vulnerable so you can get hurt. No, please operate in discernment. And if you don't know what discernment is, pray before you decide to be vulnerable, because there's a risk that you're going to take, because some people don't know how to manage other people's vulnerability. It is what it is. Everybody's not mature. Everybody's not emotionally healthy. But for me, I am emotionally healthy for the most part. In the places where I'm not, I'm self-aware, and I have my tools and practices in addition to prayer that help me. Okay. But time out. This is what the Lord said to me. Janelle, time out for you. It's time out. Listen, because this is going to bless somebody, and I'm done. It's time out for me as Janelle. I want to thrive in my full femininity. I'm tired of being this pseudo-masculine woman. It's ghetto here. It's giving 1 star. While the benefits are what they are, it's giving 1 star. Y'all ready for what the Lord said? G, stop protecting you like you a security guard, like you the bouncer, like you the queen's guard. I am. Y'all heard me? So here we are, wrapping this up. It's okay to be vulnerable, Janelle. It's okay. Put your name in there. Insert name here. It's okay to be vulnerable. Utilize discernment. Pray as you approach these vulnerable spaces and places. But also know, and this for me, because some of y'all might be kings out here. You, as the individual that is experiencing this opportunity of vulnerability, are not the king's guard or the queen's guard. The Lord is. And if you're a non-believer, it's okay. We're not upset. Just a big shout out. For believers, for sure. You are not the king and queen's guard. I know as individuals, we tend to believe that we're the only people that can protect us. God's like, I got your back. I got your front, your back, side to side. And if you put on the full armor like I tell you to do every day, I'm here to protect you. My word is here to protect you. My spirit's here to protect you. My gospel is here to protect you. My spirit in you. My heart. So, hey, give it a shot. Be vulnerable. Be your full, authentic self. Operate with discernment, okay? Be discerning, because everybody shouldn't have full access to you. But if you don't know how to operate in discernment, Lord, I pray your protection. You're the queen's guard. As I experience this thing, God, protect me. You're the queen's guard. God, as I try this new adventure, you're the king's guard. As I try this new opportunity engaging people, you're the king's guard. You're the queen's guard. And give it a shot. Y'all let me know. Because I'm sure enough going to tell y'all. Either via here on Facebook. Like I said, your girl is really committed. I'm approaching 8 minutes. But here we are. It's the first one. Let's get it popping. Let's talk about how it's videos from 2021 still haven't seen the internet. It is well. Stay free with Jean Frank.